Hello, I'm Paul Raftery, and I'm the CEO of Projects RH. Today, I wish to discuss that green mining is not a trend, it's a transformation. And I will argue today that the standards have been set and has largely happened. In the global race for decarbonisation, the global economy is demanding much more of mining, not only in physical terms, but by the standards it needs to set. We're going to need mining for the future. Recycling is critical, but we need more material in the system. We need these additional minerals to produce clean energy. The cobalts, copper, lithiums, nickels, and rare earths are not optional. We need more of them, and we need them starting now. They are essential. How we extract them and whether is essential to be fixed so that we can engage in the energy transition process. What we need to do is work together as a community to ensure those standards are set and adhered to. At Projects RH, we work with clients across the mining and energy spectrum. We have seen the shift. Green mining is no longer a slogan. It's strategic, operational, and ethical in its transformation. It's a commercial reality, but more importantly, it's a prerequisite to getting the social license to do mining. The stakes are global and everything is urgent. The International Energy Agency sees demand for minerals quadrupling by 2040. And that just is at the current understanding of what we're going to do, and without the ever increasing use of electricity. As early as 2030, we will do dramatic things to increase our supply of cobalt, lithium, and copper. There is a clear shortfall in the supply chain, and these materials are strategic to the energy transformation. The world is watching, but more importantly, offering facilitation. Whether it's the Inflation Reduction Act of the United States or the EU's Critical Raw Materials Act, governments are setting rules and rewriting them. It's not just about policy, it's about money and it's about social impact. The new mining model is efficient, ethical, and environmentally sound. What does green mining mean? Well, green mining is not perfect, but it's a philosophical view moving forward. It's about progress. It's about embedding sustainability at every stage of the mining life cycle. What we need to understand is that the greenness of the project needs to start before the exploration occurs and continue after the close. So green mining must have some things to it. It does. It has four critical pillars. It has technical integration. We're using AI, automation, and digital twins for optimization of exploration, mining, waste reduction, and safety improvement. 2, renewable energy is critical. From Indonesia to Ethiopia, miners are increasingly powered using solar, wind, and biofuels. They are conscious that they need to reduce their carbon footprints. 3, water and waste management are critical. Water is now seen as a scarce resource, and the management of tailings using water and other waste techniques requires more responsibility. 4, community engagement. So a social license is a non-negotiable. A miner needs to have that. This requires sharing of the benefits, starts with job creation and continues beyond it, so that those who have grown to understand the new lifestyle can find alternate work. These aren't theoretical ideas. They have been implemented and they have become the norm. Whether it's bioleaching in Chile or carbon-free iron ore in Sweden, these standards have been set and people around the world can point to them. What is critical is that successful miners recognise these demands and that the social licence requires community support. What's important is that those local communities understand that they are the long-term beneficiaries of the extraction of minerals. So what is the cost of inaction? Critics argue green mining is expensive, but the real cost lies in doing nothing. Quite frankly, old mining practices will not work, and miners will not get investment dollars because they won't be able to comply with regulatory frameworks and they won't achieve public trust. As highlighted in COP28, mining's environmental and social legacy is now under scrutiny. Communities are demanding accountability, and investors are now requiring ESG compliance. Equally important, end users are now demanding traceability. Green mining is not just about a license to operate, it's about a license to grow. And mining companies are using an extraction method which reduces the asset. So they need to find new places to go. The reality is that nobody wants liability at the end of a mine's life. So what has to happen is best practice needs to be established so that when the mine is finished and cleaned up, that the community is happy with what happens. In practice, you need to qualify for social license to mine. And if you don't do that, you won't attract capital. So what's happening? New mining is now part of a value chain. That transformation doesn't stop at the mine gate. It is now going around the world because there's now traceability. So capital markets and investors want to know what's going on. So critically, there are 3 points. Everyone wants to understand the supply chain, and we're seeing North America and Europe friend-shoring. This is they want to ensure that their suppliers will continue to be their suppliers. 2, capital markets are backing projects with strong ESG credentials as they see them as resilient over the long term. What they want is projects which have been significantly de-risked. Thirdly, trade agreements are making it clear that people need to have mined responsibly. So new standards have been set. At Projects RH, we help our clients navigate this complexity, structuring projects and aligning stakeholders' commitments and obligations. So what happens next? Green mining is not a trend, it's the benchmark. It's the foundation of the new economy. Ongoing transformation requires leadership and bold thinking, smart partners, and a willingness to evolve. At Projects RH, we're proud to be part of this journey, advising clients, shaping strategies, and helping build the mining sector, not just to be greener, but to be better. If you're working on a project that needs to be future ready, it's time to talk to Projects RH. I'm Paul Raftery, the CEO of Projects RH.